Hey guys, what is going on? It is Bingzy here, and today I am bringing you an insane squad builder. Quickly before we get into that, if you guys want any cheap Microsoft points, cheap PSN codes, or just cheap games in general, make sure you go and check out G2A, and if you use the link in the description, it will help me out. But anyway guys, let's get into this squad builder. So guys, for the goalkeeper and the defence, at the start we go with Claudio Bravo, easily the most overpowered goalkeeper in the League BBVA in my opinion. Personally, I do not like Team of the Season Areola, and for me Bravo just seems like the perfect fit for the goalkeeper if you've got a Liga BBVA team or if you're working him into a hybrid like I have. And in the defence, for the two centre-backs, we go with Gerard Piqué and Bonucci. Now, they're not the quickest of centre-backs, but when you've got Jordi Alba and Abate of each side of them, you really don't need pace, and they are very well-rounded. And like I said before, the two full-backs, Jordi Alba, the best left-back on the game, in my opinion. And then at right-back, we go with Abate, someone equally as good, and obviously they both have the 92 pace. In the midfield, guys, we go with Toni Kroos in the centre, easily one of the most underrated midfielders on the game in my opinion. And then we go with Kovacic, someone who I've never used before. This was the first time I ever used him, and he was an absolute monster, guys. He is so cheap and so good. You'll see how much I've paid for everyone and their records and stuff like that, and their statistics I should have said. But Kovacic, he's absolutely insane. Easily the standout midfielder for this team. And we go with Marquisio on the right hand side. But for this team, Kovacic, he was the star man, so I'd highly recommend that you guys pick him up. In the attack, guys, we start off with Jesse Rodriguez. Now, I'm sure you guys have used him. If you haven't, make sure you go and try him out. He's easily the best left forward, well, the best cheap left forward, I should say, in the La Liga. And then at right wing, we go with the team of the season, Leroy Sané. Now, if you guys haven't unlocked this card, I'd recommend that you go and pick up Bellarabi instead. But I don't know what it was. While I was using this team, Sané was insane. And this is a player I actually really didn't enjoy. Now, I'm not sure if it's because of the chem patch, but he was insane. Then at striker, we go with the informed striker version of Andre Schürrle. 67,000 coins played, 5 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. He's not worth it. I'll show you who I would have personally liked, but just because I had the coins, I wanted to try this card out. This team I actually built for a player review that I was going to do around Schürrle. Realised he wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but I still wanted to bring you this team because the team itself was insane. Schürrle was just a little bit of a letdown, but if you guys want to build this team, I definitely recommend you get the Inform Hahn, as you can see, and play him there because I've used him before and he's just an absolute monster. He's a lot better than Schürrle in my opinion, and as you can see, he goes for like 15,000 coins. But anyway guys, that is going to be the end of the squad building section of this video. If you guys did enjoy the squad builder, make sure you drop a like on the video. But let's get into the highlights I did manage to get with this team. So guys, moving over to the highlights, you'll notice in these games that there was a pretty weird thing that kept occurring with this team. Basically, I drew 2 games at 1-2 and lost 1, but all the time, literally, I was just missing easy chances. Actually, you guys won't even be able to tell, but if I would have shown you the match facts at the end, I was having like 10, 12 shots on target a game and only scoring 1 or 2 goals, which really just confused me with this team. I was expecting to score a lot more goals, but at the end, you'll actually notice I came up against someone with the For His Birthday kit, and I just absolutely destroyed the guy. Now, that is the first person who I've came up against wearing that kit, and I've actually beat them. Normally, like, I lose like 3-1 or whatever, but you'll see I actually smashed him, and it came to the point where he just put his controller down and stopped playing. So I was quite proud of that. Just a little bit what I was quite proud of there, because I'm not the best FIFA player, and that tournament I just couldn't win. So you guys will know when you come up against someone who you know is good and you get the win, it's like, okay, this team has to be a little bit good because I know I'm not capable of doing that, if that makes sense. But this team, it was good. It was very good. There was just a lack of scoring players, good players who put it away every time. Like, Schürrle was decent, but if I'd have had Hahn up there, I would have preferred him, in my opinion. I think it would have been a lot better. So that's what I recommend you guys do. Just go and get Inform Hahn. He's a lot better. His work rate's a medium high, I'm pretty sure, but it really doesn't matter. And this was the guy who had the kit, of course. Now, what would I recommend that you guys do instead of using Schürrle? Obviously, I'd say Hahn, but if you haven't got the coins for that, I'm pretty sure there is a 85 pace striker. I'm not too sure of his name, who plays for Schalke up front. I'm not too sure who it is. I may be confused with someone, but I'm pretty sure he plays for Schalke and he would also work. So I'd recommend you guys do that if you want a good cheaper alternative, and you guys can literally cut the cost of this team so much, and you can do so much with the team. Now it's not much of a hybrid with obviously having so many La Liga players, but it was meant to be for a player review, so that will so hopefully you guys understand why. But that goal there from Sane was beautiful. But we're coming to the end of the highlights, guys. I think there's one more after this, so let me go back to the team screen and give my honest opinion and overall review of the team. Alright then, guys, so my overall review for this team, I'm going to say it is a 7 out of 10, and it was actually a really fun team to use. So for overall enjoyment, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing that I'd recommend, I've said it all the way through the video, you guys already know, is get a different striker instead of Shirley. It's the biggest waste of 70,000 coins I've ever had in my life, and he's just not that good. Like, I saw a lot of reviews on him and people were saying he's amazing. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys, he's just not that good. So I'd recommend you get a different striker. I'm not too sure. I'm sure you guys will find someone who else you can replace with who is better, or someone who personally suits you. And if you go with Bellarabi, you can obviously switch it up even more. So that is going to be the review of the team. That is the squad builder. That is the entire video done, guys. So if you did enjoy this, make sure you drop a like on the video. If you have any video suggestions, please let me know of them in the comments down below. And as always, guys, make sure you all have an absolutely incredible day. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and peace.